Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Fuhrerreich Soviet Union campaign, where essentially we have put good old Trotsky in charge and we're kind of reindustrializing our nation, so we are actually on the way to becoming a modern nation after, you know, Lenin just kind of mucked things up a bit, and we need to make sure that our industrialization is actually improved, which actually is slightly improved. We are still lacking in research speed, but our armor and air could be improved. I mean, it can be made, it's possible, but we're still going to be lacking in it. But I don't know if we're going to be ready for 41 if we're attacked by that date. Also, for some reason, well, Italy is in a government in exile to good old Tripoli. And Germany owns all of Italy, so that's cool. And you know, Dutch-Austrian war is going to probably continue indefinitely because I don't think Germany's going to make a naval invasion of Italy. Because I think Italy actually has, yeah, a far better navy than the Germans. So this is going to be a war that's going to last forever. And also in Japan, the Feintane government of that's not actually under Japan is trying to expand southwards against the Beijing government, and then, you know, Shanghai Shrek is just chilling, really, not doing much else. I think our next step is to, oh no, we industrialize now, yay, we industrialize, we did it. Actually, yeah, we're good. We industrialized. We're a real boy, which also means we're gonna start killing everyone around us as quickly as possible, mind you. Which means we need to start demanding territories from pretty much everyone. Don't worry, everyone, we're a real boy now. We demand, sure, we'll demand territory from the Mongolians. Easy conquest. We'll demand it from everyone. We probably need to go and take out Belarus while there's still no one. So let's make sure we get war declared on Belarus. First we're going to do Georgia. Probably want to declare war on Georgia. Then we declare war on Mongolia. And that'll use up a lot of our PP power. So we declare war on 3 countries simultaneously at once. Which all of them don't actually have any alliances, so that'll be great. And now we get to expand the Soviet Union even more. And we're also almost done with the past of the Soviets too. So I don't know if we're gonna, actually our troops arrived in time. Declare a glorious war against 3 people. 3 horrible nations that need to just be integrated back into our empire. And then we'll save up some more PP power for the next war. There we go. Who doesn't love a few quick wars like that? That Georgia actually has a sizable army. But hopefully, if we attack in many directions, we shall be attacking that direction and that direction. With enough breakthroughs, we'll make it through Georgia. Because also Belarus is dying quickly. So Belarus would be easy. Georgia would probably be a bit harder. And I think everyone here needs to be assigned against Ukraine. That's going to be our next kill. And let's see, who's justifying against us again? The Russian Empire is justifying against us. That's cute. Make sure we do kill Mongolia before we have to go and send some troops. Let's see. We'll have to send troops everywhere. Let's make sure attacking goes a lot faster. It cannot be a war forever, you know. Zhukov, quote, 1939. Oh, there you go, they're declared war on us. That's okay. After Mongolia is dead, we'll just kick the Russian Empire in the face holes. Honestly, I don't think they're gonna last too long. But they will take parts of Siberia before we are able to take it back. And then once this war in Mongolia is over, we'll simply just walk in and kill the Russian Empire. Many casualties will die. Well, there will be many casualties. But it's all for the sake of uniting the empire. Did I say empire? I mean, communism. The great communistic people. Also, Zhukov, you're really ruining, marking things up here. I need Georgia dead now. There we go. That's the next war done. We are lacking some supplies, I have to admit. The war's costing us a tiny bit. But since there's no faction against us, it'll just make it a lot easier if we're able to, you know, just take a few provinces. Come on. If we rush Mongolia, we'll have 40 troops just to kill the Russian Empire. And let's see. Let's recruit some women in the workforce so we can get some consumer goods down. We actually have 76 factories. We are doing amazing. Our economy is actually back on track. We still need more provinces. Mongolia should die any second now. We can also build the Moscow metro. Just a further industrialization since we have 3 slots now available. And all we're going to do is continuously just build civilian factories. Because I know we're going to need a very strong economy to fight anyone larger than a very small Russian empire in Siberia. So we get these infrastructures going before we start building this stuff here. Probably start building our civies. Actually, it'd be a lot better if we get construction going. Because we need just to spam this Russian economy. There we go, Mongolia's dead. And now we have... just need all these troops assigned to this one front line. And there we go. We have a total of 48 troops going to go kill the Russian Empire once and for all. I think the Russian Empire doesn't really have it in them to win, though let's not be that aggressive. Do need to improve our guns. We do actually need to make some more stuff. There's an anti-air, anti-tank. We also need to get motorized going. Though we did get some trucks from Georgia. And let's get some fighter ones being made. If we eventually start making military factories. Okay. Russian Empire only has 39 troops. We have 48, and our troops are probably a lot better than theirs. Let's see. There are 8 to 14 troops. We have 7, but we are including artillery, so I think we're a lot better off than they are. We just have way more soft attack than they do. And I want to include some logistics and field hospitals being made. Just so our troops will have a lot more support companies back in the map. Now let's see. We could start modernizing the army, but I don't think we're ready yet. We also need to get a modern war machine made. There are just so many things we need to do as the Soviets. It may be a better idea just to send more troops in. So I think we'll send another 25. And I think that should be able to kill the Russian Empire before we kill Ukraine. Actually, how many troops do we have in Ukraine? Have 72. I think that's good enough to kill Ukraine. And they are not allied with anyone, I don't think. Nope. So they're ripe for the killing. And there'll be another group to take care of. Because I think Ukraine doesn't have... Well, they have 36-64, but we have 72 troops on their border, so I think that'd be good enough to kill them. Because we are taking a bit of a casualty, but it'll be worth it. More or less. You know, in Siberia, the middle of nowhere. You know, surprisingly enough, we're not really attacking in this direction. I wish you would move upward. And there we go. Our war in Ukraine is now starting. And I know we should probably properly dress up all these troops. There we go. Guarding the Soviet Union. Look at my minions. All scrambling to kill Ukraine. Okay. Let's get more stability going. And we continue to expand. Now we are getting a lot more political power to annex more countries, so the next one I think we're going to do is not conquer, you know, Soviet Union, the Russian Empire or anything. I think we need to take the oil next. Because I think it's very important to, you know, have something to export to the entire world. Anyway, there's not really much need to micromanage the war. Well, I think the Russian Empire should be micromanaged to just march one dude into Vladivostok. Maybe. If we don't get encircled. There's a housing shortage, but, you know, that's... So people should learn that we're trying to urbanize. Urbanization takes a while to make. Though it'd probably good if I don't get this one guy encircled when he tries to expand. And if we can cut them off from the capital, that means all these troops here are essentially cut off from supply, which means we win the war already. But at the very least, expansion on Kumalki. In order to mitigate the housing shortage, you've organized communal apartments, very nice, so people communally live together. Property and private space will disappear. Private space and property will disappear, and will be replaced by communism. And everyone will have one big dormitory. Oh, fun. Also, we have so much army experience from all these wars. We can now rush this doctrine, which is pretty nice. Anyway, let's get a modern war machine going. And finally kill Ukraine. Ukraine should be nearly dead. I don't see what else they have left to... Well, like I said, that one city there. Let's see. Well, we have made a breakthrough here. But I think our steam have finally been stopped. But, the token, we have killed Ukraine. And we probably shouldn't send all these troops to that line, because if we do, then we'll lose supply. And that's pretty bad. Anyways, one troop is cut off from supply, but I think we can just rush Vladivostok. It's probably not going to work, because the AI is up to what I'm doing. But if it does work, it'd be the most brilliant move ever. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's going to fail in a second. But I would like this war to actually, you know, wrap up or something. Maybe the attack order is not as effective. Here, if I do this, will you attack? There we go. I know it's going to cost a lot of lives, but it's just the Soviet way. We need to wrap up this war against the Soviets quickly. I mean, I don't keep on saying the Soviets. We're the Soviets. We need to kill the Russian Empire quickly. Okay, the war for Azerbaijan has now begun. Doesn't look like they actually have much. Only have 78 troops, so they're going to die. Then we need to go kill Armenia next. And we need to secure Baku. Let's go for Armenia next. We can 5-year plan this. We have more than 120 factories. And we get 100 political power and stability. So there we go, we complete a 5-year plan. Excellent. So let's subjugate Armenia. Let's get those Finnish border regions. You know, just politely ask the this Finnish for some borders. They're backed by Sweden, but that's okay. I don't think they're going to be that much of a problem. And I think the Soviet borders will be kind of complete, mostly. Make the Soviet Union look really nice. Though I don't think we have any cores on all this land. Yeah, they're all just colonies. So, yeah, we're not going to get any men from these walls, but at the very least, we're going to look very nice. I think that's all that really matters in the end. Ah, lovely. The Russian Empire is now officially dying. Also, I don't think we're getting our general improved. Oh, it's slightly improved. But not by much. It needs to be improved even more. And also we trapped a large chunk of the Russian Imperial Army. And there we go. Sweden got called into the war, but that just means free real estate. Okay, well, what we're going to do is move some troops back here and just kind of hold the line, you know? Well, since we go to war against France. Don't worry, the next war, once we start finishing wars, we'll start moving more troops into the front line. But, you know, we kind of started World War III at this point. Don't worry, everyone's getting called to this very annoying faction. We got Armenia's dead. Which means we need to send all these troops now to this front. Just to hold off against the Polish. Which I don't think Poland's going to be that much of a threat. I mean, sure, they're gonna make some breakthroughs early on, but the more we're fighting, the more wars we finish up, the more troops we'll actually have for the war itself. Like, you know, killing Finland in this winter war. Who knew that the winter war was going to start World War III? How many troops does Finland even have? Kind of significant. But I think that just means we need to produce more troops. And more factories. Even though all the infrastructure is a bit rubbish. Actually, yeah, they are making some breakthroughs. And we have a lot of enemies to kill now. Which isn't the worst thing in the world. Once we get more troops, we'll be ready to kill the Polish. Though I kind of don't want troops to be running away from the front line. I kind of need something that's cohesive enough to finish the war. Though all these troops actually, once I take this chunk of land, I need them all sent back to Poland. So then we have good old 112 divisions ready for the war. Let's see, let's also improve the army. Anyway, Poland can fight against our borders for as long as they want. But we're going to be winning every other war that we're fighting right now. Including the war against the Russian Empire, which they don't have many troops left. The greatest hope that we can have at the moment is to essentially have the British go on our side. If they join the war against the French, that'll essentially mean we win. But if not, then that means we're going to have a very prolonged war against the French Empire, unless we want to just ram ourselves against the Germans, just to get to France. And then they themselves, the French, will go in exile, because that's a mechanic in this game. Actually, it's not. Let's delete this line. Because I am going very aggressive right now. I just want to wait to have enough troops to do this. Oh, and the French are actually navally invading us. Okay. I feel like I just don't want you to do that, actually. So let's have a... Nope. Let's get these Frenchies out of here. So as long as we can hold out Leningrad, they're essentially going to attrition themselves to death. Get some more troops going. 10 divisions should be enough to hold them back if we can get some... they are going to try to Leningrad, aren't they? There we go. We actually need someone holding Leningrad, please. And the Russian Empire should be almost dead. I would prefer if I could... Oh, non-aggression pact against the Germans. Oh, the Germans are going to kill them. Oh, that's great. Well, I mean, they are going to war against Poland. Well, we do have 102 troops here, so let's try and take as much land as possible now. Which now the French have kind of shot themselves in the foot because now they're fighting a war against Russia and they're going to war against the Germans. So smart. And I suppose we'll get the Baltic SSR into this too. Anyway, all these French troops here should die quickly. We are slowly pushing through Finland, as you do. And then if the Brits could just take back Leningrad for us, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Now we cut them off, and this naval invasion of France will now actually die. We can also get mobilization speed up, but we can get construction of Stafka. Sure. And let's finally take Vladivostok. And the Baltic SSR died to Swedish forces. I think that is unacceptable, actually. I think they got navally invaded by Sweden, of all people. Alright, Sweden, let's kill you, I suppose. And Poland's dying, which is amazing. I think we'll go and get some deep Soviet battling, because we're not going to build many tanks at all. And the Russian Empire is not dead. Excellent. So the 21 troops back over to next front line. And there we go. Germany's killing, well, sort of killing the French. But France is now fighting more or less, well, the Entente's fighting a two-front wall. Ish. It works. But you also need to kill Sweden. Actually, the Germans will kill Sweden for us. It'll make our job a lot easier. But the Japanese are stabbing us in the... Oh, never mind. Finland's dead. Thank you. 2,000 equipment. Thanks. Thank you, Finland, for being so kind. Also, the good old Swedish are not dying in the Baltic SSR. That was an invasion well spent. And the war against Poland is going to die, but I think Germany's going to get that land, which is okay. Ironically, I think we're getting the borders from World War II, from the looks of it. The Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. Maybe I just have a bit more land than what Germany has. But no, I own most of Lithuania here. If I can reach Warsaw, that would be great. Be my land, actually. The entire Soviet military will come in and smash you up, Poland. That's what you get for being a jerk. And looks like Czechoslovakia is dead. And France is dead. Might even get to divide the spoils of the war. And Warsaw is now mine. There we go. It actually went to me. It's actually owned more land than the Germans in this war. But I think no, I don't want 160. I don't want 161 troops at that border. Actually, I want to kill Germany eventually. Shit, I need... Let's get 41 troops here. Oh. Everyone here, and I need 41 troops to... Just line, 32 troops along these borders. There we go. I should finish the war against Sweden. The Soviets are looking super good. Well, amazing. Now we could try and kill Germany. Fight the Huns. Which you might just do. But I'd like them to kill the French first. To let them tire themselves out. And for us to actually build up an army. Because funnily enough, we actually need an army. For an army. You know, we need people to fund our massively huge blobus infantry army. But it looks like the Germans are going to beat us to Stockholm. That's okay, we took Poland, which really counts. We're probably taking many, many casualties in this war. Well, actually 187,000 is actually not bad. The Germany's actually looking pretty strong. Super strong, actually. We just need to improve our economy a bit. And probably get some military factories going. Especially with all the boost to them. Do our stuff. Actually, we barely need convoys, so I think we're going to try and build a huge submarine navy to sink the German fleet if we can. And the French are probably going to be, well, where the French going to be once they die? Probably North Africa, I would imagine. But it does look like the war against the Germans, actually they're not that bad. They're just fighting their way through the Alps, which is not ideal. Germany's now actually doing the Schlieffen plan. Just slightly edited to actually attack from the Dutch, from Holland. And we probably actually need to get some military generals in charge, because if not, we're going to have a bit of a problem attacking. We also need to refine our army. I think we'll improve upon our... Get rid of this recon and then go straight for anti-tank. Then our troops will be super troops. Do need some rubber, so we'll probably get it from no one actually. And it's going to be dangerous since the French probably have a very sizable navy. Yep. Hopefully the Brits can go to war against France. All Germans can defeat the French for us. Okay, so looks like France is following soon. I think once they break through these lines here, we'll start the war against the Germans. Yeah, they broke through. Alright, 30 days. Let's kill Germany. To make a very easy war. Very advantageous for the Soviets. It's gonna be like a three-way war. Germany fights France, I fight Germany, and Germany fights both of us. Oh, we have super amount of guns. Just from stealing it from everyone else. I think about to take Paris. I think I should celebrate by using mass media. That sounds very impressive. who really cares? Let's get some, This would be great if we had tanks and aircraft, but since we don't, I'm probably just going to get shock and all. Will Paris be taken in 4 days? 3 days? 2 days? Oh no! Stabbed in the back by the Soviets. Now we just march in and kill Germany. And before the French will know it, we'll just, well, United Kingdom's in the way. We'll make peace with the Italians. There's so no purpose other than, I don't know, die or something. The German Air Force catches our army off guard. Soon after the German declaration of war against our nation. No, we declare war on them. I don't think the Germans are planning for that. This probably should actually move our troops in, you know. The German Air Force bombed many of our military airfields and garrisons before we could even have the chance to react. Many of these sites have been hidden to Germany. Even the German army seems to have advanced knowledge of our troops' positions and movements. We can't seem to ever catch them off guard. We organize our units under the cover of darkness to avoid any further leaks within our army. Yeah, okay, but we attack them. As Trotsky would do. But the sudden betrayal at the end. Who knew communism and whether the German fascism is today wouldn't actually work? But Paris still has not been taken. But, you know, if the French somehow survive before Germany, I'm going to be amazed. There you go. Fortunately, our General Zhukov has not been improved at all with the infantry leader doctrine, which is really sad, but oh well. Doesn't really matter, does it? Anyway, it looks like Germany is... Actually, Germany's doing alright. But it can't fight a two-front wall, to be honest. Paris is the last bastion of democracy. My god. They're lasting so long. Yeah, it was assumed that the Germans were going to clear war me, but Trotsky would just have none of that. It's actually pushing to Germany right now. Though they're getting me a few casualties. I think, yeah, we're reflecting a 2-to-1 ratio on them. So, yeah, Germany just wasn't up to the task. We didn't even improve any of our general staff. I mean, they have taken Paris, which is good for them, but still have not capitulated France. So the Dutch have invaded North Africa, which is kind of funny. Actually, the French and, well, refugees are leaving France, but I don't think they're in exile yet. No. But they are in desperate defense. Which means the French are going to hold out before the Russians come in and smash them too. Though army positions have been compromised for some reason. No, we can make some Great Wall tanks. Sure, why not? Could also do some further industrialization. That's really tempting, but I'm gonna have to say no on that. And while the German Air Force actually exists and ours actually does not, we are killing a lot of them, I'd imagine, because we're using an anti-air. We're just, I think, killing some of them. Let's see. Okay, never mind, we're not killing any of them. But hey, it reduces air superiority or something. We can get our Air Force going with our terrible, non-existent Air Force. Oh, and then the French state of evilness has been created. Let's see if we can trade with the British, but I'm not sure if the trade route's going to work that well. There we are, pinning some Germans up north, in the middle of nowhere, which is exciting itself. And it does look like the Germans are actually, you know, holding us back. Which means our casualty rate's going to be much higher. No, it's about even. Match, I'm not... Let's be honest, it's not great. But we are about to take Danzig very soon. Which, you know, can be an improvement. Let's see. Yeah, Germany's actually using tanks against us, and we're just using human tanks. Don't imagine their troops a lot better than ours, since they actually have encryption. So I think for now we're going to hold off and just let the Germans counterattack if they wish. We probably actually need to create some horsey divisions, just so we can occupy all this territory that we now have to occupy. Which 100 horsey divisions may seem like it's extensive, but you never know how much territory you have to occupy in this world until you realise it's the actual entire world itself. But we probably need some military commanders, you know. Probably a smart thing to do. But it doesn't look like the Germans have any desperate defense or anything. But they have some really good bonuses against both of the troops anyway. Oh look, there's the French Republic now. How cute. French will live on in Algiers. So I think the next thing we're going to do is essentially just build more of an economy against the Germans. And, you know, get some trainees. So 100 horses will now go and scatter themselves about the land, suppressing anyone they see. Saving the world from imperialism or something, or the other. There we go. The main horses run around now and eliminate all resistance to occupation. Which means we just send in the Russian forces. Send in Russian forces to go and, you know, just eliminate some people who don't meet our interest. Surprisingly enough, the Germans don't feel like attacking us right now. But it's fine by me. My economy actually is probably better than theirs because we have kind of stolen the part of the economy. Actually, about even. Economy-wise. But we kind of need more fighters, to be honest. We lack any sort of rubber. Yeah, especially since the Brits are not helping us with trade. But if we trade enough of them with enough convoys, even though some will be sunk, we can use our enough trying to fly by to fly under the German radar. But I probably should block some access. Let's get our ports running this way. There we go. And our army positions are no longer compromised. Which is probably a decent thing to not have anymore. And on the plus side, we have probably a bit more artillery to throw in. Start making 40 with death divisions. Why? Because with the Soviets and we have millions of men to throw at problems. Because now we're going to double army from 2 million to 3.2. And actually probably going to need some more guns in doing so. So there we go, add an extra million men, get them all reinforced, and then we should be able to win the war. But I think for now, I'm going to call it a part, and I'll see you in the next part, where we pretty much just wrap up the war, see what we can do to kill the French, and then we'll probably, that'll be the end of it. Oh, I mean, I suppose we'll probably get the Balkans and Romania to be destroyed, so I'll have to see you then, and goodbye.